very tiny room. There is like no room to do anything. Hi, I'm Bree. Some of you may know me from TikTok. I'm here as an introductory to my YouTube channel to give an idea to you guys who I am. Oh my god, I don't even know what this is. It doesn't focus before. Was it in focus? Okay. Just change around the lighting a little bit. So I'm a video editor. I edit videos of all sorts. Promotional videos, music videos, educational, art installation videos and all that jazz, really. And it's my favourite thing to do in the whole wide world. I'm trying to make a job out of it. I will put a link to my Fiverr account, so if anyone sees this and needs some help with editing, let me know. Yeah, I also have a website, so if you want to see all my work, I'll put a link to that too. I am also a bit of an artist. I love to draw. So that's one I've done. That's my rabbit. Those are ones I did when I was in high school. That's a signature. Those ones I did for someone. But they didn't keep it in the end. That's Sans. Another signed signature for the people from Red Dwarf. I do that. That's Paracircle, and that's Jacksepticeye. That's not mine, that's a gift. You can't see them, they're my friends. So yeah. I used to do media studies when, I started my course 2 years ago, and I finished last year. And I really miss the course, sort of, in a way. Like, I know that when I got to the end of the second year, things got really bad for me, and I didn't really want to do it anymore, but I do miss all the people that I met there, and I miss seeing my teachers. I am really into anime, but I don't have money to cosplay because I am poor. Some of the animes and mangas that I like are Death Note, Fruits Basket, Blue Exorcist, Pandora Hearts, Faodail, Angel Beats, Soul Eater, totally not naming the ones I can see under my desk, Northbound, NCIS. When I make TikToks, it's really hard for me because I don't have a stand and I don't have a professional light either. So I just drop stuff. So whenever I'm making TikToks, I usually get like a combination of the box for Cards Against Humanities, a tin, and I just put my phone against it and I'm like filming. And for the lighting, I use this torch, right? Now, the torch wasn't made properly. It's really difficult to use. So even if I tightened the end, it would either not work at all or flash. Look, see, hand's not on it. It's flashing. And it just does this. I have to rotate it. There you go. I have to find that good spot and then put it down and then use it. Sometimes doing TikToks take forever for me because I'll just be there like a second. Found it! I'm trying to find the perfect balance so it doesn't flash me. You know, the amount of times I've been flashed in the face by that super bright torch, I'm so surprised that I'm like not epileptic. And if everyone didn't know, I am a Hufflepuff. I probably will do gaming content because it's what I really want to do. My entire life, I've been influenced by big YouTubers like PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier. Cinnamon Toast Ken as well. Like, they were my all-time favourite YouTubers. They really helped me when life was hard, really. Like, if I was having really bad time, like, they were there for me. I still watch Jacksepticeye and Markiplier consistently. They are amazing. But I also like Paracircle and The Right Opinion. I keep up to date with my drama, okay? I'm not doing this to be edgy weird. I just get bored. And like, as a little segue into getting to know me, why don't I just tell a story or two about how I met my main friends? On my TikTok, I already did a bit of a story time about how I met Ellie, but I could go through it again in more detail because that one was a bit rushed. And also with my friend Charlie. I don't do Charlie stories as much on my TikTok, but she is a big part of my life, and so is Ellie. So basically, I was home educated until the age of 10, but my brother continued being home educated. So when it came to like knowing people and understanding them, it was really awkward for me. I didn't really know what was right or wrong, and I didn't really know how to deal with people my own age. So it became really hard to have normal relationships, and when people were a slight bit interested in being my friend, I would just complete reject mode because I didn't know what to do. I won't get into this story, but basically how I met Charlie. So there was this one girl who I knew because her dad worked for my dad, and I got used to being around her. So not to say that's in a bad way, because I had really bad anxiety when I was a kid, so getting to know people slightly older than me or my age, it's really hard. I barely talked to them because I didn't know what to say. But I got used to being around her and being her friend, and I opened up a lot, and she was a good friend of mine. And basically, she was friends with Charlie, and one day she introduced us both. This girl whose dad works for my dad, we'll call her Abby. Abby, the girl whose dad worked for my dad, who I've become friends with, introduced me to Charlie. She goes, "This is Brianna." Right, that's my full name. This is Brianna. And Charlie's like, "Oh, Brianna, like, sounds like Brianna, like the singer." And I just dead ass just looked at her and walked off. I walked off. I didn't know how to respond to her. I just, in my head, I was like, "Nah, cool," but it didn't come out. She was like, "Oh, okay." And like for like hours we were just hanging out, and I just wasn't saying a word to her. But basically, this Abby basically was dating a guy who later turned out to be gay. And basically she kissed him in front of us, and I turned around to Charlie and just went, "That's gross." And then I started talking to her after that. Like, we just had a laugh about it. I don't know why, it took her Abby kissing someone for me to be like, I can talk to you now. Yeah, so basically, the same situation sort of happened with with Ellie as well. So basically, I was friends with Charlie for a year before I got introduced to the friendship group, which is also on my TikTok. About being part of a friendship group that B-Face was a part of. And basically, we were all out in the local town that we hung out in a lot. And basically, we went into Costa there. And Ellie was there with one of her friends, and I didn't know that she was part of our group, just not hanging out with us that day because I'd never met her before. And like, obviously Charlie and Abby had been talking to Ellie about me, basically, and I'd not heard a word about her. If I had, I'd forgotten, basically. And she like comes up to me and she goes, "Hi, I'm Ellie, you're Briyo, right? Oh, you're so cool, I like you." And I was just like, I walked off again, and Ellie just looked at Charlie and was like, "Huh?" And Charlie was like, it's fine. She did it to me. And like the next day, I think it was the next day or a few days later, but basically the next day, I'm gonna say it's the next day, we all went to a local forest trail that has like a restaurant there, right? And Ellie's walking in front by herself, and I'm walking with Charlie and Abby and a few others that we have, including B-Face. And I look over and I see that Ellie's walking by herself, and I was just like, that ain't right. I should ask her if she wants soup. So I just kind of like ran up to her, linked arms with her, and was like, "Let's get some soup. Do you want some soup?" And she was like, "Yes." And we literally skipped to the restaurant. This place at this walking trail how we skipped there and we enjoyed all the soup together. And since then, me and Charlie and Ellie, we've been like the Three Musketeers. You ain't separating us. But it was because I was homeschooled that like homeschooling is not bad, but it's not amazing. Like, I don't blame my parents for homeschooling me at all. It just made me lack in social skills to do with people my own age, because my parents run their own business. So I knew how to deal with the adults who came to the house and how to talk to them properly and stuff. But when it came to kids, I was just like, I just didn't know what to say. But even with adults, I got a little bit shy. I didn't know how to talk to them properly. But I grew up around like a big group of adults who worked for my dad. So I was just like, you know, chill with them. But as soon as a kid turned up, I was like, whoa, sorry, bruv, that's not in my area of expertise. But I slowly got around to it. Like, you know, it took me a while, but I got to the point where I was like a little bit more chatty. But to this day, I don't tend to be quite chatty. I used to be a little bit in high school, but I've kind of gone reserved. But yeah, that's a bit about me. And yeah, I plan to make this a gaming channel, a vlogging channel. I hope it's everything that you guys like. I know that this video isn't amazing, but at least gives you a little bit of insight about me. Because my character on TikTok is very much me. I don't change. That's just me. Okay. Alright, see you guys